Hi guys, this is Samantha Hamilton, your love coach, psychic medium clairvoyant. We are looking at 2021, what the month brings ahead for you for January. Of course, this is a general reading, so it may touch your love life, your personal life. It might even talk about your career. I do not know as yet. I've just placed the cards down, and this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. And all you have to do is meditate. Just think for a moment all the things that you want to know about, the answers that are sort of quizzing you. You want answers to things, questions, etc. So just meditate. So we're going to just begin with closing our eyes, focusing on our desires, our wishes, our hopes, our dreams, to be able to manifest. And if you just breathe in and relax your shoulders, be aware of the solar plexus, which is your tummy area. Just imagine a gold light there. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And we are going to begin with number 1. Hi, so we have the runestone of defense. What does this actually mean? If you hold the intentions of I am a victim, these are my circumstances, and I don't feel like I can get out of those circumstances right now because of what I'm in. I can't see the way forward. Maybe many of you are feeling like this. And then you have that fear-based situation as to, well, 2020 was pretty bad. I don't know how much hope I have for 2021. And, the intentions is to be clear in your dreams, in your focus and your intentions. It's all about intentions, really. There's a little bit of depression with this runestone. It's a heavy word, or can I say there's a feeling of I'm not quite sure where I'm at in this world today. Will it really get better in my life? Will current relationships improve? Do you think sometimes you've got others coming at you, complaining, criticising you and your intentions? Or could that also be the other way round? There's a possibility of that. You've got this beautiful 2 of fire, 2 of wands, and it says you've got the energy to be able to create, to be able to manifest, to be able to put your intentions out there, to be able to use, I'm using the word to be able to, the options is yours. And the 2 of wands as well is maybe you need to move your physical body. Some of you may not be able to move your physical body. Perhaps you need to move your physical mind. Subconsciously you need to sort of shift your thinking. But whatever the situation is, exercise is the way forward sometimes. So some of you may feel as though you've made some sacrifices. Certainly you've been holding on to intentions of any sort of poverty way of feeling or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any of your lifetimes. What am I talking about here? So if you've got a pattern of feeling like you're in poverty, whether that's emotionally, whether that's physically, whether that's mentally, this can be quite draining. Now you need to set the intentions of non-poverty. You need to set the intentions that you can have everything in life. If you believe in the divine, she gives us all equal rights, depending on our past lives and where we are today. And many of us can jump out of that I'm a victim, because I believe this is what this message is here. There's a lot of creative energy also in the image of the card. Yes, it's all about poverty, but it's also telling you you can undo that with your thinking. The green there is asking you to open up your heart chakra, be more loving and kind to yourself. Because sometimes when we do feel as though we are poverty stricken, our heart chakra is shut down, our emotions are shut down, we don't exactly feel as if we are full of joy and abundance. Now this is interesting, you've got the tarot of the Strength card here. This may actually affect the Leos of the zodiac. As you can see, the Leo is there, the lion, that represents Leo. And I also want to say to you, I'm picking up an earth sign that's going to be important to you. This could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And what's really interesting, we've got the angel here of joy. It seems to me, number ones, that you're going to be able to undo your negative situation that you find yourself in, those feeling of entrapment, lack of self-worth. We've got the crystal here of clear quartz. This is quite an interesting crystal really, because that's what you need. You need clarity in your life. And if you look at the picture in the oracle, the angel card of joy, we've got the butterfly here that symbolises transformation. So we know that this month, January 2021, is going to be a time of transformation. We know that health-wise, you need to physically move your body. We know that there's an element of feeling as if you're trapped in your circumstances. And of course the rune stone, you know, this to me reminds me of feeling defeat, on the defence, wanting to argue, or maybe others arguing with you. And this is saying this does not bring peace. But if you want peace in your life, then you have to have a peaceful mind. If we look at this on another level, from a love point of view, coming in with a negative focus of I'm not good enough, or I don't feel like I'm worthy enough, or if those are not your affirmations and you feel, you know, the world is against you, or a particular relationship isn't going the way that you want it to, there's an element of manipulation here. And you need to look at what has been manipulated. Why is there a manipulative situation? How can you reconcile and come together with another person? Or perhaps you need to reconcile with yourself. So in order to have a positive relationship within your life, you have to have that positive relationship within yourself. You can't go into a relationship feeling defeated with the defense rune, and then you had that feeling of poverty. So if you don't feel as though you are worthy, how can you possibly be worthy of love? So the first thing is to practice joy in order to attract that healthy, abundant relationship. And also that applies to anything creative in terms of money as well. If you want abundance in your life financially, you have to feel joy in your life, even if your circumstances do not reflect that at the moment. This is mind over matter. You started off listening to a meditation, perhaps, you know, social media, going on YouTube, looking at other channels, how to meditate abundance in your life. And abundance isn't just money, it is physical, it is mental, it is spiritual. And I hope that you found this reading to be of some kind of peace, some kind of message in there. Just sit and meditate. This is one of the most important things I feel that this reading is giving you today. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the link below. I am here to give you personal readings. The contact number is there too. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Hi guys, this is your Oracle number 2. Okay, let's have a look. You have the runestone of opening the light, the door to the light, the door to a new way of being. Perhaps you felt as though you've been in the shadows. Perhaps you felt as though everything was dark and there was no light. And now there is light because your heart is light. This reading is for January, of course, 2021. This is a good runestone to have. This is a good oracle to have. Why? Everything is going to become clearer and lighter in your life. And we have this orange stone here. Very amberish, very orange. And it's agate, of course. This is to ground you. If many of you are thinking of going on a diet, losing weight, this is a good time. I'm not a health expert, but that's what that represents. Ooh, the Ace of Fire. Bring it on. This is so positive for you. So positive. Very beautiful. Lots of creative energy. I just want to put that back there. Because can you look at that? How creative is that? You need oranges and ambers in your life. What is that in terms of colour? What does that represent? Represents fire, represents creative energy, represents also fire signs being important to you, Leo, Sagittarius and Aries being important. Selection number 2. I feel like you're in two minds though at the moment. Do you stay? Do you go? This could be a relationship. This could be a working situation as well. I do feel there are new beginnings though. There are great new beginnings for you. Many of you may want to try for a baby, and I'm going to predict a boy. Perhaps you're giving birth to a boy, you know, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm feeling. But the Ace of Wands, however, let's get practical with this particular oracle, because it does represent a journey of some sort, creative energy. It's really inspiring. So I feel that good things are coming. Really good things are coming for sure. And it feels really positive. Partnerships, you know, allow yourself healthful, supportive partnerships. And this can also be in your personal life and your career, and both parties benefit as a result. You will be receiving help from heaven and from a person who will bring you skills, new resources. And of course, what does this represent? Partnerships. If you feel as though you've been walking a journey on your own, certainly not, because this is not going to be so this year for you. I know we're talking about January, but I'm just putting it out there. It's for the whole of the year. Allow other people in as well. You know, if you feel like you're standing alone, you've got to open up those heart chakras there. Open up your, certainly your solar plexus, which is your tummy area. This will build your confidence. I feel like this oracle really is pointing to many factors. There's many opportunities, transformation and change. You know that the death card does not always represent physical death. You know that there's, as we end one thing, we begin with something else. But you've got to, if you hold on to the past, right, if you hold on to the past, which is what I feel many of you are doing, if you hold on to the past, I have no idea how we can sort of eliminate the negativity in your life and also celebrate the new things which are to come. It is time to let go. It is time for rebirth for sure. And who is it that you need to forgive in this lifetime? Is it yourself? Or is it someone else? Or is it a situation? Forgiveness will set you free. Very much like the death card transformation, that sets you free. Remember, you had the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire as well. I feel this oracle is really wanting to demonstrate the fact that you have the opportunity to really move forwards. We haven't chosen the Hangman in this reading today, but for some reason I feel like I'm giving you the hangman. You know, it's almost like you've got to make a sacrifice. You've got to let go of certain things which are kind of holding you back in order for you to reinvent yourself. Let me see if I can pick up anything psychically for you, because I hear a lot of you now thinking, well, is she referring to my personal life? Is she referring to my work? I'm referring to everything. I feel in terms of relationships, some of you are really fighting to keep a relationship alive, but you can't keep any relationship alive if you're not alive yourself. If you're constantly blaming yourself for something that you didn't do or should have done, or you have a certain regret about a situation, then you can't be open to new things. It's sort of in conflict, really. So you've got to find a balance, is what I'm picking up. There has to be some kind of a balance in your life in order for that perfect partnership that you've been praying for, wanting. You've asked the angels, and the angels are saying, well, if you can forgive and let go, we will allow that relationship. We will allow that partnership into your life. You know, we know that you're ready. We know that you've been asking for this. So we will allow it. We will grant that. We will give you your wish. You know, the death card, the card of transformation is there. Is any of you Scorpios? You know, because that represents a Scorpio sign. Did anything happen in particular last year, October, November? Did you have to make a certain big decision around October, November? Because it's still affecting you now for January 2021. I hope that you found this reading to be helpful. Subscribe, click on the link below. My contact number's there. I do give personal readings, and it is in the WhatsApp situation. So you can call me through WhatsApps if you want to speak to me on a personal level. I hope you found this Oracle 2021 to be helpful. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now. Happy New Year. Hi guys. Hi my number threes. This reading is, as you know, for January 2021. So I think there's a lot there going on. I haven't even touched the cards as yet, but I'm certainly picking up those energies. Let's begin. So you have here the runestone of fertility. That can be many things, you know. That can be abundance for sure. Plenty. There's plenty there for you to have. More than enough to go around. Be joyous, be abundant, be charitable, be giving, be open to receiving as well. I feel that the Oracle number 3 is all about receiving. Some of you may be right at the bottom there, and some of you may just have picked yourself up and found yourself at the top. I feel that the number 3 Oracle is all about no fear. You know, just letting things go and going with the flow. But the fertility rune is amazing. As some of you in the filming industry, as some of you in the artistic industry, as some of you in the food industry, as some of you thinking about this, as some of you abundantly psychic and gifted, I wonder with that runestone, because that is the message. Interesting. We have the Sun of Vitality. Again, abundance, a richness, the yellow. Of course, this represents the sun sign Leo. You know, why does Leo get the lion in the tarot and then the sun? So you know what? Again, this message is going out to fire signs, but especially Leo sign. And even if you're not a Leo sign, or you may have the ascendant or of Leo, or you could even have Mercury there. So there's something important that you may want to say to somebody or someone. I can see, however, job interviews being given. So if you're sitting on the fence wondering whether this is the right time for you to put yourself out there with work, I'm going to say yes. because there are good things coming your way to do with your work for sure. I definitely feel that. You know something, sometimes you've got to pay yourself first. And what do we mean by this? By making yourself the most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you have savings to invest in your present and your future. Never think that you will never have enough, because that is just a poverty way of thinking. You know, why are the rich rich? And why do they get richer? Because they believe they can. It's as simple as that. They haven't got any limitations. If you've got limitations in your life, in certain areas, certainly to do with your financial situation, but what I'm actually picking up is you do have a lot of responsibility for others as well. I feel as though people come to you, and certain family members, if not close friends, come to you. Spouses and partnerships come to you for help and guidance to do with finance. We have the moon card. So this is rather interesting. When you get the moon and you get the sun together, that represents that you could be travelling at night and arriving somewhere in the daytime. The sun and the moon coming together. Rather interesting. So those born under the sign of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, these are all water signs. This message may resonate quite strongly to you. Or you may even have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces influence in your chart, somehow influencing you. But I do want you to listen more to your dreams, your intuition. If you don't believe in magic, perhaps lighting a white candle with some sea salt around it can manifest the things that you want in your life. Working with a new moon, never a full moon or a waxing moon. A new moon to bring new projects together. Absolutely amazing. You have the Oracle Angel of Prosperity. I feel like number 3's, you're landing on your feet. You are a star. You are shining. You are a shining light. Now, we have the agate stone of blue. Okay, we have the blue, deep crystal stone there. What does that represent? Speaking your truth, speaking your mind, writing messages from your heart. Perhaps it's a good time now for you to create a book of dreams. What do I mean by this? In other words, have a personal journal, but only write positive things in there. I really feel as if Oracle 3's, you've landed on your feet with choosing this particular oracle. Let's talk about your love life. I feel that there's opportunities there for you to have an abundant, positive friendship that turns into love. If you are in an existing relationship and you find it rather challenging around the financial situations, fear no more, because both of you may even consider thinking about setting something up together or going forwards with a new job. Either way, this is abundant. Now, the other thing that I want to say to you before I call it a day, eyesight comes to mind. Do you need to get your eyes tested? Is the back of your eyes, are you having a headache? If so, do you drink enough water? That's another thing that I want to point out. I'm just picking that up with the angel card of prosperity. The eyes are showing quite strongly here. So I'm looking here and here. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, click on the link below. Thank you for tuning in, and I wish you a merry, 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 happy new year, and speak to you soon.